We did insane back-to-back cruises. We went to Norway, followed by the Mediterranean.
Hi y'all, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Becky.
And together we're cruising a good time. In this video, we're going to tell you how this outside-of-the-box trip was an amazing experience, led to a lifetime of great memories, and changed our perspective on travel.
Our story may change your perspective on travel. We've done over 40 cruises, and we've done many back-to-back cruises, but this is the wildest two that we have ever put back-to-back. First, we did a 2-week cruise to Norway out of Dover. Then we flew from London to Athens, and we took a 2-week Mediterranean cruise from Athens to Barcelona. This was our 3rd time to cruise to Norway and our 6th time to cruise in the Mediterranean.
First, a little bit of background about how we kind of came about all this, and it was really just chasing great cruise bargains, and they're just bargains offered through the cruise line, not anything special because we have a YouTube channel or anything like that.
We were offered a terrific 2-week deal to go to Norway. We love Norway, so we jumped on that deal. Then we started looking at airfare, and it was stupid expensive. And we're like, wow, if we are spending this much money on our airfare, we might as well tag another cruise on to make it worth our while. Meanwhile, we received another email on a great cruise deal, and this one was from Athens to Barcelona.
So we decided to jump on it and do it, and we really embraced the trip because it was just a really fun journey. We flew into London, and we took a train out to Canterbury, a nice walled city right outside of London right there. We spent 2 days there, and what a great time just to sit there and kind of unwind and take it all in and get on vacation mode. And then we took the train further down into Dover, where we embarked on this fabulous Norway cruise.
We love going to Norway. It is so incredibly beautiful. We love the ports. We love that glorious scenic cruising. And on this cruise, we got to spend 5 days above the Arctic Circle when there would be 24 hours of daylight. That was really, really cool.
That was really cool, and I gotta admit, a few times I woke up in the middle of the night at 1:30 or 2, I had to go peek outside the curtains to make sure the sun was up, and sure enough, it was 24 hours of daylight.
Yeah, sometimes take a couple pictures.
We've already published a port guide on Tromsø, and you can find that in our Norway playlist, and we're going to have new videos coming out on each of these cruises we're talking about, plus several new port guides coming out.
We publish once a week. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on all these amazing experiences we've had.
So once our Norway cruise wrapped up, we're back in Dover, and we took the ship's transfers back to Heathrow Airport, where we stayed at the Heathrow Hilton Garden Inn, and what a great place for plane spotting. I love that place. They have a rooftop bar up there, got some food, and had a glass of wine, and saw aircrafts from all over the world right there. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a very, very fun experience, and we met some terrific people, and we so enjoyed the evening. The next morning, we flew to Athens, and we stayed at this amazing hotel. We strolled the streets, we had an incredible dinner, and we ended the evening up at this trendy rooftop bar on top of our hotel. We sipped our wine, and we gazed at the Acropolis and into each other's eyes. It was magical.
Our 2-week cruise in the Mediterranean was just fabulous. And these really good cruise deals were for inside cabins. So we did a bid to get a veranda cabin, and it was accepted. And I was thrilled about that because we really put that veranda to a lot of good use.
Yes, this veranda on the Mediterranean cruise, it really enhanced our time in some of these ports. And not only, did it save us money, but it enhanced our experience overall on how we enjoyed the ports. And we avoided crowds. Yeah. And we'll discuss more of all of this in our Santorini video, but it was such a wonderful thing.
Other than Antarctica, these were some of the best views we've had from cruise ships in our over 40 cruises that we've done.
So on these cruises, one of the small challenges we had to come was just temperature acclimation. So you're in Norway where you're wearing coats and it's pretty chilly, and then you're going to the Mediterranean and it felt pretty warm those first few days. However, we live on the Gulf Coast of the States, so actually it helped us acclimate when we got home, and it really worked out well for us on the whole temperature acclimation.
Our biggest challenge of this whole thing was really packing. We're going to be away for a month because they're both 2-week cruises. And we had Norway, north of the Arctic Circle. Needed some heavy coats up there, a lot of rain gear as well, and dressing in layers. Get to the Mediterranean, not so many layers. So it was really a big challenge there, but we took good advantage of the ship's laundry and did a lot of laundry on both cruises, and that really helped our packing.
That was a huge help. Another thing we did was some of the shirts and clothes for the Mediterranean. We used that as undershirts that we wore in our layers when we were in Norway. And then when we went on the Mediterranean cruise, all of our heavy clothes from Norway just stayed in the suitcase with the suitcase under the bed. And it was kind of amazing how much room we had in our cabin.
So I really enjoyed also just traveling between the cities. As more time to spend with Becky. We just had a great time kind of checking everything out there.
We did. Well, we promised we're going to talk about learnings. So Jeff, what is one of your learnings from this trip?
One of the learnings I have is if you're traveling a long ways like that and you're spending a lot of money on airfare, stack up some cruises if you can. But just search around, see what you can find, and you probably find some good deals out there. We're doing something similar this next year in 2027 when we go to Asia. We were just going to go to Japan, but then we found another trip from Singapore to Tokyo to stack on top of that. So we'll actually be doing that before the Japanese cruise. So Becky, what did you learn?
Well, I agree with your statements. Boy, we travel so often and try to take so many cruises that if we can do more cruises back to back, so we have less airfare, we can take more cruises in the year on our travel budget. And another takeaway I had is, boy, look for those really outside the box deals for putting different cruises together. Yeah. Because if you could just take a plane or a train to get to another port, you might have another amazing experience and a more diversified experience. So that's a really cool thing I loved about this trip.
Another learning we had was to book changeable airfare, not necessarily refundable airfare, but check the T's and C's on your airline ticket or whether you're booking yourself or through the cruise line. A lot of airlines will let you make changes, so if you find another deal, you can stack another cruise on the front or the back side of that, what you already have booked, and take advantage of those better deals.
Although we have a ton of loyalty points through our travel and through our previous jobs, sometimes it's great to stay at a boutique hotel. The hotel can be part of the destination.
Yeah, we stayed at little boutique hotels in Canterbury, inside the walled city, in Athens, right there in the heart of the Playa, and in Barcelona at the end of the cruise in the Gothic area. Found great deals on all of them. Be sure to compare some different travel websites. You'll find they list different prices, but they were all great experiences to just kind of take in, and you could walk to wherever you wanted to go to in those little cities.
And one of our most important learnings is this. Traveling is not about taking the best Instagram photos. It is about creating fabulous memories by enjoying the moment and soaking in the culture and beauty of your surroundings, especially with your loved ones. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like or a hype.
And subscribe right now. It'll really help us out, and make sure those notifications are turned on.
Until next time, have a cruising good time.